General Manager Luke Garrard, after a 1-1 draw at home to Kidderminster, Luke, after a lot of that second half, it looked like we were going to steal all 3 points. Is it really disappointing to draw in that way?
Huge. Listen, we needed 3 points today. I can't question the lads. I thought there was some standout performance. I felt Coxey was excellent in the back line. I thought Matt Robinson putting out 5 centre of the park was excellent. And I thought Musa Gaff coming back after such a long term out was influential. I didn't see him scoring. They brought off Gold on Mateo, which aided us. And then you think going in, see out the game, they have it in their corner with about 2 minutes 30 on the clock, and it's too easy to get out, and they get out the open side, and then Christian Pearce, who's a centre half, is afforded the luxury to run through the middle of us, and we don't meet him high up. We don't go and press the ball. We don't afford us a luxury to take one. We allowed him to come into our box, which is a problem, but I thought the boys were very good today. And you look at the team selection, what we had to our disposal, I thought that, like I said, I thought there was 3 or 4 that was excellent today.
Yeah, at the end, they also seen that there might have been a penalty for us. What was your view on that?
Listen, I have to look at both because I'm being told by our lot that theirs wasn't and ours was. There's going to be a bias in our favour, but until I look at it, I think that, I don't know, you offer up something, you give an opportunity for the ref to give one. Do I think Wheelo got clipped? I do, but that's my opinion until I have a look at it. But yeah, key match decisions have gone against us again, which is frustrating, especially with 93 minutes on the clock, especially when you've got 1 minute of the 4 minutes to play. But look, yeah, frustration. It would have been nice to get a clean sheet after obviously Saturday and to get 3 points, because they'd be sat on 19, we'd be sat on 30, and you're going into that one with a little less incentive in terms of going on the road to ensure that you don't get beat. But listen, it is what it is. We've conceded late on. There's a frustration, huge frustration. We need to manage the game better. But I have to say, I thought the side was very good in spells today.
Yeah, you mentioned the effort there. Coming off the back of obviously that Barnet result and only being able to name 3 on the bench with a makeshift back line, as you say. But are you quite proud of the effort shown?
Take the emotion out of Barnet. Losing the game against Barnet is no mean feat. They've gone to the South End today on the road, I think in front of 8,500 and beat them 2-0. They're a good side. It hurts me to say it, don't get me wrong, but they're a good side. You back that up and you can right some wrongs from Saturday with a positive performance, which I felt we did, and getting the win, which we didn't, which is frustrating because I didn't see much of them in the second half. And yes, he makes the changes. Hemmings bright, very bright. McLean very bright. Went to their natural 4-2-3-1. And I felt we adapted to it quite well, especially after 3 or 4 minutes of them having the ascendancy. But just frustration, because I see that as there's 3 or 4 opportunities to deal with that and put fires out, and we didn't allow ourselves to do that because we didn't lock them line initially. He shanks one, centre of the pitch, which gets them on the half turn. They get their fullback out, and then there's a ricochet in their favour, and then Christian Pearce, like I said, takes 20, 30 yards out of the pitch without anyone approaching him. We watch Hemmings' penalties. He's got that little jink. He runs up slow, and I was hoping Ashmore was going to claw it out, but that wasn't the case. But I have to say I'm very proud of the boys because there was some bits this morning that obviously we had to deal with as a club. You see that. There's no surprises. We've got 3 on the bench, being 1 Koju, young goalkeeper. I just said today, I thought Coxey was excellent. I thought Musa Gaff was excellent. I thought Robbo was excellent. I think there was some good performances from a cluster of other lads. And that's as a minimum we should expect. But I'd rather have 9 or 10 crap performances and get 3 points.
Yeah, is there frustration maybe when you were 1-0 up that you didn't get that second goal buffer or take some of the chances that you may have had in that second half?
I'd said to the group, this isn't new that we're not clinical. It's not new. So today being not clinical isn't something that's alarming because that's what we've been all season. It's frustrating, it's annoying that we do get opportunities and chances. Lien loves one where I think he's got to shoot early through legs, but he's tried to lend it round the corner. Musa Gaff with a save from him down bottom left, but he's travelling that way, which aids him, and it's hard for him to wrap it the other side, Mo. But yeah, look, when you're 1-0, you're always in a game. And I always say to a team, if we go 1-0 down, stay in the game. Because the minute you get the 2-goal buffer, you get the opportunity like that to go 2-1 and you can see it out for the last 30 seconds. That wasn't the case. So yeah, with huge frustration that we haven't doubled the lead. But I have to say I'm proud of the group, very proud of the group, because that wasn't the side I wanted to pick at 10 o'clock this morning. That wasn't the side that we worked on Christmas Eve. But that was the case, and the group stood to their task. I thought Coxey was excellent. Coxey was absolutely excellent, and that right side centre half. And yeah, like you suggest, I'm very proud of the group.
Yeah, so I guess we turn our focus straight to the return fixture against Kidderminster. Does this result put a bit more pressure on that game now?
Listen, it's a 6-pointer. However you look at it, you just don't lose your 6 pointers as much as it's a negative sort of way of looking. But we need to ensure that if we had won the game today, you're going there thinking, okay, can you nick a point? Can you take a point? If you go and get all 3, brilliant. But like you say, there is a little bit more pressure because we want wins on the board. We would have been in 14th this evening, 30 points. We would have been 6 points off relegation with a game in hand, but that's not the case. So what ifs, if buts and maybes, we've taken a point with a positive performance. Should we have taken all 3? Possibly, but we haven't managed the game as best as we can. With a makeshift side, with a makeshift bench, but we don't excuse that. We don't make excuses. We don't do anything other than just go out there and apply yourself. And I said to the group to do that, and I felt they did this afternoon.